Good morning, Art-Alchemy, or good afternoon, whichever time you're seeing this. So, I'm going to be swatching today my Daniel Smith Stella Canfield-Master Artist Set 2 that I got from Amazon for $35. Now, I thought I was the bargain lady when it came to this. It's their 6.5mm set. But I'm not. I got another Daniel Smith coming up with my Blick Art Haul, so I'm gonna have a Blick Art Haul coming up soon in the next week, hopefully this weekend. So the 10 set from Diane, I think Diane Haynes, or I think that's her name, the artist. The 10 artists came on Blick on sale. I do believe it's still on sale. For $39, so I also got it. I got a few things on Blick this weekend. Like I made two orders the same day because they had so many good things and I didn't want to let time pass. Life is too short. So yeah, I thought I was the bargain lady when it came to this, but no, it turns out the bargain is a 10 set. And I believe from that set, I may have one which is in here, Moonglow, and then I do have the Pyro Orange. But I'm gonna swatch this set anyway because I don't feel like getting up and go getting my Pyro Orange from my old set. So we're just gonna, get it from here. But other than that, all these colors are not. We're also gonna swatch my beautiful Holbein watercolored Mars Violet. I do believe I don't have that one, W313. I'm not sure. Actually, 13 is my my good luck day. So yeah, interesting how that happens. And then obviously my Blockx big block blue from Watercolor, that is also in a beautiful ceramic set that I got in the beginning of this year. So here we go. We're gonna swatch it in this beautiful Paul Rubin glitter paper. It is hot press, because I believe, I do know this hot press makes your watercolor spread, and they also help you when it granulates. It shows really well on there. I didn't know that until later, because for some reason I came across hot press when I was like, I came across a lot of hot press when I first started with watercolor, and I just liked it because I noticed I could use my pen, I could use a lot of things. And cold press, while most people do advise it, it just felt rough, and I noticed my paint wouldn't spread. And I noticed with the Paul Rubin paint, and I noticed with Daniel Smith, because Daniel Smith was my very first professional artist grade watercolors. So yeah, that's how I noticed before I knew anything about Daniel Smith. The only thing I knew about Daniel Smith, that everybody was raving about it and telling me on YouTube how expensive it was. So making the videos, and that's how I found out. But like I said, I came across a starter set on Amazon that year, almost 3 years, this December. And then Palette Full Packs had at that time had a beautiful also tube set. They came with the old palette. I have to make a new palette for Daniel Smith, because now I have this and I have more coming in. So it's like 16 more watercolors, plus a set that I had from last year. So this is how it looks. It comes already cut for you, and it has, you can't see it, but it has a little bit of a shimmer, maybe when I put the watercolor on it. But it is, I get it hot press, and I usually get the bigger one. I got the small one too at one point, which I still have, I think, one, but I think it's 20 sheets it comes. And it's, get the double set, because I think right now the hot press on Amazon, it's like $17 for two, for basically 40 sheets, and they come beautifully wrapped so well. So yeah. All right, so we're gonna get started. This is not gonna be a long video, because like I said, I'm like tired, but I'm also kind of like happy about it. I got my sewing machine today, And while it's secondhand, it's really nice secondhand. Like, it's just like, yeah, it's really nice. It's better than the one I have, which, yeah, it's kind of old, but at the same time, like, it wasn't really used. So yeah, so let me, I don't know why I do know why my phone, because my phone is, it's just too heavy. So maybe, yeah, that would help a little bit. So here we go. So first we're gonna swatch. Holbein doesn't move, so let me not do Holbein first. We're gonna swatch this aquarelle Blockx first. I'm really excited about this one. Ugh. And then we're gonna do the Holbein last, because I want the Holbein to mix with so this is not gonna be like a regular swatching. This is gonna be like, this is how I test colors after I'm done with swatching. But for the sake of the video, I don't want to do the swatching and then do this. I just want to get really into it. So like I said, this is a Blockx blue, beautiful blue in a ceramic. It's so big. I can't believe how big it is. That's why they're so expensive. They're like $24 on sale, and then 28 and 30 some, 36 up here. So I'm just gonna make some, and I didn't wet my paper. Oh my god, it's really nice. It's really nice, and it wets really well. I think they said they were also made with honey. So yeah, ooh, so pretty. Look at that. And it looks like it moves a little, not too much. So what I'm gonna do is wet another area, because I don't like the paint to go to waste. So I'm just gonna wet another area and just let it dry. We're gonna do what Christy Rice does, which is bumping colors. This is how I'm gonna swatch this, so get ready. So this is a beautiful beautiful watercolor. For some reason I was attracted to this. So like I said, we're gonna swatch the Holbein last. And what I'm gonna do is put a dot of Daniel Smith. So I'm gonna get the colors out, and then I'll tell you what they are. Well, when it came up, I never had a beautiful Daniel Smith sticker. Now I do. Beautiful Daniel Smith sticker. It also came on there. Okay, so we're gonna do Pyro Orange, Runadine Genuine, Cerulean Blue, and then the Cobalt Violet, and Moonglow is last because it has black in it, and then the Green Gold. So I'm gonna switch the Green Gold with the Cobalt Violet, because I like the order of this for whatever reason. So no, I'm gonna switch it back. Never mind. So let's do. Ooh, see how it comes out. The Daniel Smith, because this came from Japan, it tends to explode. I forgot to tell you that as soon as you open it. So that's I might have to use it now. This is Pyro Orange. Woo. Yeah, the way it's looking on there, it's the way, and it's kind of thick, because like I said, I don't want to be wasteful. We're gonna bump these colors, because this is what watercolor's all about. Oh Lord, yeah, it had a lot of watercolor. Oof. A lot. I might have to use. I totally forgot about that. How Daniel Smith watercolors tend to, and Daniel Smith goes a long way, guys. Like seriously, I actually like Daniel Smith out of the tube. I don't like Daniel Smith drying, because they're hard. They're super hard to dry. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put some of them in this ceramic palette because there's no way I'm gonna use, so I'm just gonna use it again after I'm done with this video. So I don't want it to dry. I really, and then if I put the cap back, it's just gonna see. So we're just gonna, yeah, it does move. This one, it does move. Did you guys spotted that? Here, yeah, I'm making a big ass mess. Now we're gonna bump this color as well. See how, like, with a little bit of water, like, this is a dark swatch. That is not. That's, yeah, the Daniel Smith, I'm telling you. That's why I don't, this is the only brand I don't mind getting the 5mm tubes, because yeah, you just saw a little goes a very long way. They're very concentrated. That's why they're very sought after here in the US. So the next one we're gonna do, hopefully it doesn't explode. Yeah, this one's okay. Rotten Dyed Genuine. This is one of my favorite colors. So I'm just gonna put some color in here because I don't, but I'm telling you, this swatch is gonna be, yeah, see how I pressed it without wanting to? So you could squeeze it just a tiny bit and it'll go back inside. See, this one managed to do that. But sometimes, like, if they have a lot of air, it won't do that. Like the pyro, it just, and see, I still have some pyro in my hand. Okay, so I'm just gonna have this little, so this is the, and you'll still be able to see a part of the color that it's like in its original color, that it won't bump. So yeah, so pretty. I've been inspired by a lot of YouTubers out there. Look at that. I love it. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I'm just gonna put a little bit here so we could do a little color bumping. And yeah, beautiful. So that is Rhodonite. And already my water, it's really if you really should see how that's how we could tell when a color moves, because it will, as soon as it will follow the water. See, this one exploded too. This one is so I have my little dish over here so I could leave it, and we're gonna squeeze it to, yeah, to make it go in. And then this is yeah, a lot of these are gonna explode because the flying makes them do that. This is cerulean blue. Ooh, I still had, sorry guys, I still had a little bit. This is not true cerulean. This is a mix. I still had some Rhodonite, so it came out kind of gray. So let me wash my brush out. That's because of the orange. So much of the power orange came out. My water is kind of dirty. So yeah, this one's a lot better. So it is kind of like a, okay. So it's not that this one did mix with that one, and I saw that in my brush. But this one, I washed my brush out, and yeah. So you see how it's doing that? Ooh. So let me change my water, because it looks like I already, yeah, because of that pyro orange is strong, and that and messed it up already. So let me just pause it and we're gonna continue. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, this is a true cerulean. This is a mix of a little bit of the Rhodonite. See, so far my swatches. How beautiful, huh? That's why we love Daniel Smith. I actually had a love-hate relationship with them, but it seems like I'm coming back to loving them again. I just like them out of the tube. Like I said, ooh, this one, they're all exploding. Not as much as the pyro. The pyro was just out of control. But oh, I forgot to take my water. Shoot. Okay, I changed my water and I put moon glow over here, green gold, and the cobalt blue violet over here. Okay, so we're gonna do moon glow over here first because it's strong, and I wanted to mix between my blues. This is a moon glow. It's a beautiful color between, I don't think it's very much light fast because it has black, like actual black, not like a black tint, but it also has a cobalt, like a violet, like dioxine violet or something like that. So they're both kind of not light fast, but it is a beautiful color. And as you can see, look at that, fast, and it's already moving. Okay, next we're gonna do green gold, which is right here. It's a beautiful color. Oh yeah, their green gold is beautiful. Daniel Smith's green gold, I love it. Let me put some over here. Oh, so beautiful. Very nice, very nice. Some over here, so it gets, and it's mixing. Look how pretty that is, and it looks different, huh, from the original one. That's what watercolors do. That's why we like watercolors. And you'll see, I'll show you at the end how heavily they've mixed. So now we're gonna do the last one, which is cobalt blue violet, which is down here. Here, let me move it. And then we're gonna do the, I save a little spot over here for the well, we could do it next to it. Oh my god, this one moves a lot like the dioxine violet from them. Look at that. It just like pushes the color, the other watercolors. Wow. Okay, I know Holbein does move, so I'm just gonna put it over here. Very pretty. This was cobalt blue violet. It's a true cobalt. Look at that. How pretty is that? Don't you just love these? Yeah, I know you like my swatching. Not traditional. This is how I swatch when I get to, also it's a good way to get to know your palette. So we're gonna do finally the Holbein. Holbein doesn't move, so I'm just gonna put it over here. This is Mars Violet, so 313. So with this one, I will have 19 true watercolors. Oh Lord, it's like a brown. It's not like a, it is not at all violet. Wow, it's like a chocolate brown. Interesting. I didn't expect it to be like that. See, it wants to move with the blue, so it does move a little. Oh, I think it's one of those new granulates, guys. I'm not sure, because I'm starting to see some granulation. I might be wrong. Hey, some of you have the granulation ones from Holbein. Let me know in the comments. I think this is a granulating one. Oh yeah, this is definitely. Oh, I'm so lucky. I got a Holbein granulate one. Yay! And you know how I could tell? Because when I move the swatch over here, look at it, granulates. It has some texture. See, you see that texture right there? Right there? That's how I know. Yes. And that's why I was like, Holbein never moves. Why does it want to move? This is the original swatch. That's why it wants to move. It wants to move because because it's a granulate. Ooh, thank you, angels. And I'm pretty sure that too, it's around $15, 15 US dollars. Oh my lord, that's why I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, it granulates to make some texture. Fortunately for me, when I first started with watercolors, I knew about granulation because a lot of the colors that I was getting, and obviously Daniel Smith being like my first professional set as I was just diving into watercolor, so a lot of them granulate, like the dioxine purple. And I remember when it was doing something like this, I was like, what is that interesting texture? And then somebody said, like, I saw another video and somebody said, oh, it granulates. Granulating means this, it does this. And I was like, wow. And I was like, and then that's how I got to know. I actually like a lot of my granulating colors. Let me put some of here. See, this is how I play. This is how, when I want to play with my watercolors, this is what I do. Now you're starting to see it live. That's why I don't do tutorials and none of that, because A, I don't have the space, and B, I like just like doing what I'm doing and seeing the colors bump and see which ones are pushy, which ones are not. I learned this from Erie Landgraf, another fellow YouTuber, so from Europe, from Austria. So yeah, and then people are like, oh, how pretty, how did you do that? And I'm like, I didn't do anything, I just kind of was playing around with my watercolors. And then they just look at me like, okay, sure you were. And I'm like, yeah, I truly was, but I use good paper. So this is how it looks. I'm gonna fill the top off camera, actually in camera, so you guys can see it. But so pretty, right? Very pretty. Yay! Oh, I can't believe I got a Holbein that granulates. That is so nice. Because yeah, people are going out and like buying the Holbein granulates, and I was like, I am not doing that. Holbein watercolors, that's why I only have 18. Now I have 19 with this one. They're so expensive. I was like, but you know what, Holbein, I will tell you this, Holbein watercolors go a long way. Well, they don't, well, now the granulates do move. Mostly Asian, some watercolors don't move, but the granulators do move. From any brand, they will move. They're worth it because they last a really long time. I haven't even touched my Holbein palette, the one that I made last year, because I'm still using the leftovers. So that's how much they do last. They really do last a long time. They just don't have those special effects like, say, Daniel Smith or Roman Schmal or some other brands. They're very still. A lot of Asian colors are like that. Okay, so we're done, and I'm just about ready to see my soap opera too. So look at that. When it dries, you'll be able to see the glitter. You can't see it obviously on camera, but yeah, it's so pretty, right? So this is how I swatch how I play around with watercolors. Today I wanted to, because I knew these were watercolors that are meant to move. And see how this created right there? I didn't do that. The watercolors started bumping into each other. This little, it's not a cauliflower, it's a granulating cauliflower slash, like, but the water just went around, but it took the color with it, and it mixed, and it actually looks like a flower, like here, like a translucent flower. So yeah, so we know that Pyro orange is very dark, because you can see it. It's not transparent, is what I mean. Alright guys, so that's it. I hope you enjoy it. and I have enjoyed it myself. I found out, I mean, this granulates, but let me know. I'm gonna check it out too, and I'll update my stuff. I'll see you guys in another video. Have a good Wednesday. Bye.